Another one of my gardens, when we moved in, this was my husband's grandmother's house, and she had an established perennial garden, and I probably don't maintain it quite to the same level as it used to be, but it puts out some nice flowers. In the early summer, there are irises, which are just gorgeous, and these peonies. There's two groups of peonies, and you can see it seeded in there, but the asparagus, I'd like to move the asparagus or have a different patch. It doesn't get a lot of sun back here, and this tree is in the way, so that's a future project. But there's lots of daylilies, some Asiatic lilies. There's some of the irises. I put a jack-in-the-pulpit in here, and I think the chickens killed it. And I moved a bleeding heart in here, which the chickens tried their best to kill. I'm trying to protect that so it can get settled a little. I have a lot of these right here, which the rumor was this was butterfly weed, but I have never seen a flower on it, so I'm not really sure if that's actually what it is. I moved one out to the pollinator garden where there's more sun to see if that would make a difference. I think that is verbena. There's another peony, lots of rogue milkweed, and I got a couple of these. These are called gas plants, and the flowers are gone now, but they are pretty cool. On a calm night, you can they give off a gas off the flower, and you can ignite them. It's kind of interesting. I think this is a phlox, some rogue ground cherries. I believe these are Shasta daisies, which, as far as I'm concerned, if the whole thing was filled with daisies, I'd be very happy about that. I don't know what this guy is yet. I'll have to research that. And then this random, I don't know what that is either. It almost looks like plantain from the leaf on the bottom here, but I don't think plantain gets all weird and stringy like that. More of that supposed butterfly weed and actual weeds. And that's pretty much what's in here. I ended up making some labels for the different colored irises last year with some stakes to put in there. And the kittens and the chickens all really like to lay in the plants, so some of them look a little sad. And while we're back here, there's just this small bed over here that looks a little overgrown with some roses, another gas plant, phlox. I put some thyme in here. If anybody has a trick on how to weed through thyme, I don't want to pull the thyme up, but when I try to pull the grass that grows up through it, it kind of pulls the thyme. Pretty sure that's a columbine. Random trees that shouldn't be in there. A little Johnny jump up. So this garden needs a little work. I got to prune that rose this fall. But that is the perennial gardens. Oh, one more little bed I forgot about. I put some phlox in here, and then I had some allium, which could possibly be the saddest allium ever. This is the first year they've come up, so also protecting those from the chickens who like to scratch in there and kill them. And some rogue dianthus that are technically annual in this zone, but they just keep coming back.